Hey guys, Ralph here. Welcome to True Power Trumpet Fitness on this terrific Tuesday here in Connecticut. Life's good, guys. Life's good. Anyway, let's get right to it without the weather report. Do any of you guys really care what the weather's like going on in Connecticut? Anyway, yeah, all day long endurance. This is just about 1 o'clock. I've been playing pretty steadily since about 8. Okay? I have a couple students later on, so I want to get this up. But as of right now, it was just this practice fiesta. All right? Anyway, let's talk about it. Let me honk first. You drinking your juice? Life's good, guys. Life's good. Hellacious. Double C's. Unlimited. Double C's. All day long. Endurance. Now, guys, if you want me to do another video tonight, 8 o'clock at night before I go to bed, and play some doubles, guys, I'm telling you, it's all day long. And if you or anybody decides to practice the way I practice with the 1SB mouthpiece, you will have it too. I guarantee you all day long. Now, what happens, as I told you before, it makes perfect sense from a physiological point of view. But it's like revving up a battery. The more I play, the better my chops feel. The more resonant my chops feel. Now remember, this is relaxed. Completely relaxed. All right? And if you're not tightening things up, there's nothing to get tired. Okay? And there's loose, relaxed, vibrating membrane just gets more energized as you do it. Okay? This has all the strength that you need. And that tongue-controlled embouchure, I told you I don't like using that term, but that tongue has all the strength you need to play all day long. And my tongue doesn't get tired. My tongue doesn't get tired. The only thing that starts to creep in if I'm doing something wrong or whatever, I'll start feeling tightness in the corners, and I know it's time to stop. Okay? Now, what is the endurance I'm talking about? I am not talking about just playing an Arvin characteristic study from beginning to end. Guys, I'm sure I could do that, especially if I didn't mind my chops crashing just to get to the end. Herb Smith has the whole characteristic studies done, beginning to end. They're tremendous. But that's not the type of endurance that I'm talking about. And as I told you before, the reason I don't sweat that type of endurance is because it just doesn't come into play. It doesn't come into play on any sort of professional level. Unless you're playing some gimmick piece, like, say, perpetual motion or something like that. Or you're trying to do, Clifford Brown solos or something like that. That guy just goes forever. Or, guys, it doesn't come into play. Any of the solos has some rest. The Fritz Werner that I play every now and then has no rest at all. That's why nobody plays it. I've heard Andre record it, but he's never performed it live because it just doesn't come into play. All right? The endurance I'm talking about is feeling fresh as a daisy from the first thing in the morning to the last thing at night. And guys, that is very, very valuable tool to have in the toolbox for a professional musician. Very. Not only can you get yourself darn good and warmed up before you go to the gig, knowing full well you're not going to crash, but if you have a busy day, like we used to do back in the day, guys, back in New York, back in the time, and I don't know what's going on now. I haven't played professionally so long. You would have big, very, very busy times of the year. And you had to take, at least I had to, maybe somebody else's situation would be differently, I had to take every single job that came along. Okay? What we had to do is, from the beginning of April until 4th of July, every single thing came up. You had to take it. The rest of July and August, nothing. Unless you're doing a Broadway show or something. But there were no weddings, there were no club dates, and now that was back then. I don't know. So, yes, I would do 3-4 jobs a day. And every single one of the last jobs, I'm telling you, was always an after-hours Latin job, which G's to double C's. It had to be there. Now, as long as, I'm telling you guys, endurance, and take this to the bank. I don't want to hear about these guys. I don't want to hear about contraptions. I don't want to hear about building up the orbicularis oris. It's nonsense. It's the ability to stay relaxed over a period of time. And if you can do that, you can play forever. You can literally play forever. Now, what happens if I were to continue to play hour after hour after hour? Instead of being able to play, say, half the page of the Arvin characteristic study, I might have to take it down to 8 measures and stop, spit, buzz, reset. Stay in your happy zone. Stop, spit, buzz, reset. Be maniacal about that. Guys, never, never let yourself stretch. You can play forever. Now, did you hear what I said? Never, never let yourself stretch. Okay? I should take it another way. Never, never allow tension to creep into your corners. You do that, you never have it. Now, what I will do tomorrow, I haven't done the first notes of the days. I haven't done that in a while. But this, after an enormous day today, tomorrow, no warm-up. No warm-up needed. The way my chops feel now, there'll be no warm-up needed tomorrow morning. All right? All day long endurance is yours, Chico. Go for it. Stop, spit, buzz, reset. Keep the corners relaxed. Keep the tongue thick. Don't overblow. Bingo. All right? All right. Talk later. Eat and drink your fruits and vegetables and live your life with true power. Not the fake stuff, true power. Love you all.